Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, as always, bringing you guys and gals Toriko chapter reviews. Today, Toriko chapter 325 review. If you haven't seen the live reaction to the chapter, in this corner right here, my right, your left, and also a link in the box below. Now, first of all, there is a thunderstorm going on where I live right now, so Anel is pretty busy. Maybe Tengu Brunchy, I don't know. Now, first of all, these past few chapters have been a lot of information pertaining to Neo and their goal and their spaceship. When it comes to Acacia, huge, massive on Acacia. Yeah, I need to do a live stream of Toriko at some point. I have to, because there's still much stuff going on. There's also Blue Nitro. There's also the next dish that they're going to consume on Acacia's full course, another. The fact that Komatsu himself is going to the alternate realm, the spirit food realm alone, or the food spirit realm, whatever it's called. Also the fact that you have gourmet cell demons just chilling there, waiting to be resurrected and whatnot, by any means necessary. You also have stuff pertaining to this area, Area 6, and the way it's structured, and the fact that you have this thing called the Black Triangle, like the Bermuda Triangle on massive horse pills, and it's just, there's a lot of stuff going on. We've left Area 7, now we're on Area 6. And Area 6 right now is intense, okay? It is a huge maelstrom of disaster. And you have what is the Black Triangle. So you have, in the human world, the Bermuda Triangle, they have the Black Triangle. The Black Triangle is a massive what the fuck. Now, according to the lore of the Black Triangle, one of the main things here that's very scary is the fact that a meteorite the size of the moon dropped into the Black Triangle and disappeared without a sound. Now, normally you think that's fucking impossible. Like, how can a meteorite the size of the moon just disappear, bloop, gone, in this Black Triangle? It's terrifying. Now, here's the thing you have to realize. Number one, we know that gourmet cells have gone on to the original world of Toriko, and the world has grown to this astronomical size. The same thing does not apply for the Toriko moon. So if we know that the Toriko world was in fact our world, just upscale because of gourmet cells, then the moon of Toriko also has to be the same size of our moon. When it comes from an overall area standpoint, the moon, it is no bigger than, like, let's say, a little bit more than the United States of America. So the fact of the matter here is that from that size standpoint, it's not going to be nearly as big compared to our world, because in their world, they have continents that are the size or even bigger than planet Earth. So the fact of the matter here is that when it falls into something like the Black Triangle, it's not going to make as strong as an impact as it would on our planet because of the sheer size of their planet. However, the fact that it disappeared without a damn sound is stunning, considering the fact that this is a, moon-sized asteroid and it's moving at thousands of Mach and it gone. This ties in to where another is located. Now, we know from the previous chapter that another is located in the food spirit realm, which you can enter through the food spirit gate or some shit like that. I don't know. This is where another is located, and it's probably located at the center of the Black Triangle. That's my assumption, because according to this chapter, we know that another will, the actual fish itself, the actual creature, it will be in the center of the Black Triangle, and it goes there once every like hundreds of years. That's probably where this gateway is to the food spirit realm. So my assumption here is that, because we know that Komatsu has to go in by himself. Komatsu and everyone, they're going to learn as much as they can when it comes to cooking the other ingredients from Gigi, because he is the golden chef, and he's the guy that actually wrote the book that Komatsu found in the Grimmy Pyramid. He wrote it. So the fact of the matter here is that this guy knows how to cook the other ingredients. Now, granted, Komatsu, he's the one that actually knows, like, he figures out special ways. And when it came to actually cooking air, he found a new way of cooking air. And the same thing went for Pear because of his food luck. So we can assume that Gigi's food luck, I mean, my assumption here is this. Since Komatsu is one of the main characters, his food luck is bound to be superior than Gigi's food luck. But when it comes to actual cooking technique, odds are that because Komatsu's not going to be there, you're going to have the other chefs try their hand at cooking the other, full courses of Acacia. And maybe their food luck is, maybe, I can't say it is, but maybe their food luck is sufficient enough to actually awaken new levels of Acacia's full course that were previously unknown, specifically by the Blue Nitro. So that's very possible. Now, when it comes to the whole notion of this food spirit gate, I'm guessing that it's at the center of the Black Triangle, and that's where this moon asteroid fell. So it disappeared in the Black Triangle, and the moon asteroid was sent to the other realm. Now, the other realm, we know, has the food, like the food spirit demons, like those dudes. Like the ones that are inside humans that have consumed a lot of gourmet cells, yeah. And Komatsu has his, he has apparently a food spirit demon himself. So this probably means that Komatsu is actually going to be able to actually communicate with his food demon, his spirit demon inside himself, like the first time. Because he's going to be in a place where the energies of these entities are amplified several times over. The food spirit realm. Now, that's my assumption, but, I can't guarantee that. Now, when it comes to other parts that are very important about this chapter, we also find out something from Aimaru, where Aimaru, they have this thing called the Real Glow, which is actually very fascinating. They're actually able to make a map based on satellite images of the area. And he's actually able to use this slime mold spore thing. And he puts a drop of pear in the center of the Black Triangle, and then the slime mold spores, they take a certain path within the Black Triangle itself in order to get to that particular, spot of pear. Now, he says that he learned this way of actually utilizing the slime mold spores through someone who is the master of the dark technique, or the dark cooking arts. Now, this person has the same hairstyle as Knocking Master Jiro, but odds are it's not Jiro, because we know that at that point in time he says that he met this person before the Cooking Island arc, and the person has a cane. So because I forgot what happened to Jiro's kid. I know that Setsuno and Jiro, they are the grandparents of Teppei, I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think it may be Teppei's father. That's my assumption. I'm not too sure about that one. If I'm wrong, then I'm fucking wrong, and it is what it is. But I got because I'm forgetting if Teppei is the grandkid of Jiro. I think he is, and if that's the case, that means that probably it's Teppei's father that taught Aimaru how to cook, how to use these dark techniques. That's my assumption, but I'm not too sure. So don't quote me on that one. Now, another very important thing is, when it comes to Area 6, they're thinking that maybe they can actually reach the center by going through the sky. Can't do it. Going by air is impossible. Why? Because fucking mother snakes. Mother snakes that control Area 4. Alright? The largest continent in the Toriko world, Area 4, is controlled by mother snakes. And their footprint is like this coiling motion in the air. And these insane cyclones, these mother tornadoes, were left by the mother snake of Area 4, the queen, if you would. And apparently, this all started because of a scuffle, a fight between the Area 6 8 King and the Area 4 8 King, and the mother snake. So, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck were these two fighting over. And that must have been one intense fucking battle. Two A-Kings going at it. The Emperor's ring must have been fucking huge. Going at it. Blow for blow, toe for toe. That's intense. That's nuts. And what's also important to note is the fact that the footprint of the mother snake is very similar in its concepts to Heracles' footprint. Because remember how Heracles, when they were on Uto Island, I believe so, there was a footprint of the lone monarch of the Area continent. And it was like a fucking dead zone. Like nothing could grow there. Heracles was fucking pissed. Nothing could grow there. And when Toriko and company first got there, they had the heebie-jeebies, OD. They were like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Jeepers, creepers. They were freaking out. So, when we see the footprint of the mother snake, it's kind of like, bro, like it's intense. More so than Heracles, but it's still the same concept. Where these guys, they literally affect the area around them just by doing minute shit or just by getting pissed off or happy. Like, that's how they roll. And the mother snake is no fucking different. Apparently, when it comes to the Area 6 king, A-King, this creature, it leaves these stardust tracks in this abyss that is the Black Triangle. And we're going to find out more about this other creature, obviously. But the fact of this creature, because we know that another lies in the other realm. So another can go in between the real, like the living realm and the realm of the food spirits. It can do so via, like, at will, apparently. So that's also very unique in of itself. My nigga Star! Yeah! When he's like, oh, he's full of the fucking inferno knife and shit. He's lighting on fire this fucking creature that was gonna swallow like an entire fucking island. And he lit it completely on fire. Just boom. And I'm like, bro, yes. Yes, Star! This is my dude! But here's the thing. Now that everyone, because, you know, Sergeant, Tengu Bunchy, they're there too. And, well, Sergeant actually, technically, he's a chef. So, Sergeant actually will probably have a certain degree of food luck. Which means that we may see Sergeant cook the other dishes of Acacia. Food luck is going to be required if they want to move even further beyond the regular cooking method and actually attain the true essence of the ingredient of Acacia's full course. But I want to backpedal because the Mother Snake's Area 4. Now, initially, I always said Area 4, Darus, Dragon King. And I forgot where I got that from. But I remember saying that, and I remembering that I knew I saw it somewhere. And I remembered that I said it in the live stream, like, long ago. And I wound up finding out in this live stream that there was, like, this Toriko special map. And in the Toriko special map, there was a picture of Darus. And there was an arrow pointing to, like, Area 4. So I'm thinking, so like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't in manga. It wasn't in manga, but it was an arrow, there was a picture of Darus, and there was an arrow right to Area 4. So I'm still kind of confused by that. Because I think I read somewhere in one of my comment sections of Toriko that Darus was in Area 4 only for that one incident involving Midora getting the cure water. But that's kind of weird though. Like, why would he be there for like that one instance and like leave? Like why would Darus just like waltz in the Mother Snake territory and then just peace? Like, did he want something from the Mother Snakes? Or was it... I mean, this one to me is hard to believe. Only because Darus was fucking undefeated for like 10,000 years. But at some point he was bested. So, did the Mother Snakes beat Daenerys and take over Area 4? What? Or maybe it wasn't like the actual Dragon King, because we know that, well, Bambino's like an exception, because we don't see any, aside from himself, he's like the only Quinta Mamendro that we've seen in Area 7. But Area 6, I mean, in Area 8, we know that Heracles had other foul. As well as, for Area 6, we know that, according to Karibo, multiply, according to him, when it comes to Area 6, we know that the creature has, you know, offspring, and they too have these Stardust streams, and they, you know, swim around the Black Triangle. So maybe this dragon, maybe this species of Daenerys, or maybe this Daenerys beast that had tussled with Midora, if that's actually the case, in Area 4, was one of the offspring of the actual Daenerys. And like the real Dragon King is just like chilling in one of the other areas, like either Area 5, Area 3, 2. Of course, we know who the fuck runs 1. We all know who runs Area 1. Shit, we know. Come on now. Stop fronting, Mitsutoshi. We know. Battle Wolf just chilling. Like, yeah, we straight. We epic right now. But it's hard for me to believe that the fucking Mother Snakes beat the fucking Dragon King. It's very hard for me to fucking believe that. I'm just saying. So, the chapter overall, it's very informative, as well as intense, because you see the environment. You have these islands, they're fucking zipping around and shit, and you're like, god damn. Area 7 was intense in its sheer size, and Toriko, and 100G fucking mountain. Area 8 was pretty intense with the storms, and the weather, and the conditions involving, you know, the meteorite showers, the fucking lasers, dog, the lasers. Area 6 is looking like straight up hell on earth, alright? The fucking cyclones by the Mother Snake's not even fair. Zipping around islands. I mean, I don't even want to fucking know what's going on in the abyss of the Black Triangle. The fact that it swallows up meteorite-sized moons. That's fucking scary, dude. Alright, that's terrifying. So, how this will roll, we don't know yet. But to leave Komatsu in this area by himself, wouldn't even consider it for a second, if not for the fact that he's the only character that apparently that can go in there and actually get the job done. So it is what it is, and I'm done. So the chapter overall, I thought was actually very good, good plus to great, and I'll leave it at that. So King Lightning, as always, rate the video, comment, subscribe, give me your thoughts on this chapter, and I'm done. Have a nice one.